What's up? Hey guys, I wanted to making another YouTube video here, 2 for 2. I want to talk about good role models, and more specifically the ones that I grew up with, the ones that I ended up liking, and the ones that inspire me. Now, my the first one I want to say is Superman. Now, growing up, my mom, she used to take me to this place where my dad worked, and it was this dude's house. His name was DJ Cleve, and we ended up one night. I ended up spending the night over there, and for I don't know how long it was playing, but it was a Superman marathon going on, the old cartoon back when the old cartoon. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. I'll put a reference up, but for about 3-4 hours, I can't even. It's been so long. All I know is that I was just watching Superman over and over and over and over, and it really didn't bother me, because I mean, that was my favorite hero growing up. So like, being how he was just like strong and the biggest reason as to why he was my inspiration is because he's so much stronger than everyone that he fights for the most part, but he always has to hold back. He's super caring. He knows, hey, just because this guy is my adversary, that doesn't mean, I'm gonna Omni-Man blitz this guy and rip his head off, or something crazy, something like that. That always inspired me, and I like that about him, because even though he had the power to do almost anything, he also knew what he could and what he shouldn't do, and he had so much restraint with his powers. Now, another inspiration of mine was Kid Goku. I remember ninth grade year, I ended up watching all of Dragon Ball for the first time, and I did most of it in my English class. But specifically, this one episode I was watching, he was trying to get stronger, I believe, or something like that, and he ended up fighting Devilman. And if you don't know, Devilman, he was a devil, and his power, which honestly is probably the strongest in all of DBZ, really underrated, forgotten character, but his power was, if you had any like negative thoughts in your head, mind, or body, then he could like pretty much one-shot you. That's the gist of it. It summed up in my head from when I watched that episode from so long ago. And the thing that really inspired me was, at the time, Goku, he had to fight this person, and he had to get past this person who, even like, just think about it, like, even now, if you try to think, oh, I'm gonna think good, or I'm gonna have pure thoughts, some negative thought, something just pops up in your head. And, well, for me anyway. So whenever I saw Goku go up against this dude, and he just kind of stood there, and the guy, his powers, it didn't work on Goku at all, and he got whooped. I ain't gonna lie, Brody got smacked. The reason why that inspired me, and still does, is because I know it's a cartoon, and I know it's not real, but even still, I would like to have a pure heart, I'd say. Yeah, I feel like that would be pretty cool, to be able to, if I were ever put in a situation like that, which would never have really happened, I would like to survive that just off the way Goku did. The way Goku did. I thought that was and I know it's gonna take a really long time for me to get there and whatnot, but honestly, it's just like, it's cool. Like, bro, not an evil thought was in his mind, and that guy just got whooped, and he could one-shot anybody just off your thoughts and your heart alone. Now the last one is, I don't really like this anime at all, but it's All Might from My Hero Academia, and it's characters like that with that same kind of spark. Like, I'd say Captain Falcon, he's also kind of like that too. He's also pretty chill, super athletic, fights for justice. And there are a couple, but I can't really name them off the top of my head. But the main reason All Might really sticks in my head is because when times get tough and things get hard, there a lot of people, normally people would get really scared and they wouldn't know what to do. And I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't know what to do either. And for a while, I always, the idea of just leaving it to the bigger man to handle it and to do it, whatever situation I'm in, it's like, it's comforting because it's like, hey, I can trust this person and they'll handle it, kind of like a father or mother, things like that. But as I grew up, I kind of like realized it's like, hey, I want to be that person that people can confide in a tough time. Like when times are going and a crowd's running the opposite way away from danger, I would like to be that person running towards danger, or at the very least keeping like the peace so people can, if times get tough, I am there. And I mean, that's, while it might not be saying much, it's to have that kind of confidence and power to be able to just, I guess, smile and be able to reassure a lot of people that, hey, even though this looks scary and we don't know what's gonna happen, I am here. It's like, I don't know, I feel like that would be pretty cool. Now, obviously, like, there aren't gonna be no super villains attacking the city anytime soon, and in a very real situation, or if I'm with my family, I want to be that person, that person that that I can protect my family and they can confide in me, that, you know what I mean? That no matter, and I know I'd probably be scared out of my mind just as much as the rest of everyone else, but it's like, if you show that to people, I feel like it wavers their trust in you in a sense. So it's like, you just have to be that person. You have to be, there. You have to, I guess, for lack of better terms, you have to be him, because everybody knows who him is. He's, like, you know what I mean? I guess, if that makes sense. He's achieved his, and we're both human, and it just helps that we're kind of similar in a way. Honestly, it's really good to have a good role model or someone you can look up to, whether it's real or fake. Now, if they're fake, like the ones I listed, then you have to understand your capabilities and your limits, because not everybody can just punch a tornado into existence, or just sit there and look at a gun and get shot and nothing happens to them. Like, we're just human at the end of the day. So it's understanding what you can and can't do for the people around you in that moment. I guess that's really about it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Oh, and if you made it this far, list some of your real or fake role models in the comments below, alright? Let's have a little discussion.